also. Guys, please let me share this to your friends and family. Some of you, when it comes to religious things like this, you don't want to share it because you don't want your people to do what? Well, it's a slow process. Everyone will work at their own pace. And the difference between spirituality and religion is that this one doesn't force you to do anything. You work at your own pace. We are all individuals. You work at your own pace. Nobody is going to penalize you or force you to do anything. Guys, please help me share this broadcast. Now, people like I was saying before, I forgot that I didn't go live on YouTube. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. Religion is just people's culture. Yes. And what you practice, you perfect. That will always put you ahead of any other person that will come after you. This is just life. If this is just life. My brother, how do you mean if I go for it seriously? You think I'm unserious? Don't worry, I will use Lucky. That one there. Don't worry when you hear my memo to IPOB Istanbul. You will see what my plans are. Don't worry, I know all those things, my brother. Don't worry, I will in due time you will see it. Be ready to buy some books. I've already written some books. I've not published them. I've not put them in print yet. But I will be forced to go and edit some and add other things, then explode a nuclear bomb that will affect everybody. Don't worry, just wait for the book. You will get it. You will see, guys, no hurry. We are not going to hurry about it. My people, when you look at what the black churches are doing and what the white churches are doing, you find out that there is a reason. These ones are telling their people this type of message, giving their people this type of message, and the other people are just fooling their people. We are talking about erasure of history. When you talk about people that know how to erase history, talk about the Europeans. You understand? One they will know, don't worry. I will show them. They will know. They will know, don't worry, I will show them, Pepe. My people, go to Nigerian churches now. They are now making plans on how to continue the scam going. The white people, they prepared their people before this pandemic. When they get a news, they will tell their people, this is happening, this is going to happen. People, remember we did our video on China virus last October. This pastor, I'm going to use his video, told his people, I think it was as early as December, but by February, he has started telling them to prepare, buy food, do this, do that. Meanwhile, we did it in December anyway. You find out that the white people use the church as a place the community gathers, and they are not going to bullshit anyone on it. There are things they cannot go against because that's the only thing they've known all their lives. You understand? That's the only thing they've known all their lives. Now it is for community building. Watch Europe. Ever since Christianity fell in Europe, watch the fast with which atheism rose. And you don't blame those people. At a point, almost half of Europe was under communism. Now the communists took power from fascists. It was not a war between communism and capitalism in Europe. No, it was a war between communism, socialism on one side versus fascism, which is what we are practicing today. Is not capitalism. class, explosion of the ruling class and shrinking of the middle class. Then the working class bear the brunt of it. They all went broke. So when you see them, they've gone through such a thing, and you couple it with the two great wars. Then there is a great war no one wants to talk about, which is the transatlantic and trans-Saharan slave trade. It's the biggest war. Those were the two biggest wars declared in the history of the globe, in the history of our existence. Okay, let me say in the last 6,000 years at least. That was the greatest war declared. But we are not going to go into that one today. We are going to just check out the message coming from the white churches. They get a message, they will tell their people, this is going to happen, that is going to happen, sell your stocks on this, don't buy this stock, do this, do that. Our own people will hear it, and they will start telling their people, they'll start giving their people prophecy. They will start giving their people prophecies. The Lord, God says the Lord. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To do what? Just to use fear on you. With fear, they will cage your mind. Then you will be weak. You won't have any resistance to whatever nonsense they are preaching to you. That way you will open up yourself for exploitation. Then you will start giving this offering, that offering, those that God will spare, this and that and this. So if that thing eventually happens, or when that thing eventually comes to you, it has happened already, but they've gotten the news ahead of you. Now you will say that your pastor gave you this prophecy. They will tell you the pastor did this, did that. Their pastor said this. TB Joshua said this. This one said it. No. Johnson Suleboy, Apostle Johnson Suleboy, the last one he told you people, why were many people able to decode it very fast is because a lot of people started paying attention to real things. Under this pandemic, nobody had time to watch the Kardashian. Nobody had time to watch stupid issues. You understand? Nobody had time. My brother, don't worry, forget the blocking industry. It's always open. 9 inches, concrete. Nobody had time to watch all those nonsense programs because all of those shows got cancelled. Then people looked around and were like, wow, is this how easy it is for things to change? People started panicking. The anxiety level rose. The anxiety level rose. Then people started seeking, because when they saw the churches closed, they were like, huh? Then some of our people who don't get it started abusing them. They told them, man, Allah is under quarantine in this and this. Your Jewish God, Jerusalem closed, Vatican closed. People started searching for news. Then the vaccine issue came up and it blew up everything. People started paying attention to those ones they used to deride. Now they got that news ahead of Justice Suleiman, even better news than Justice Suleiman. Apostle Justice Suleboy. When he did that nonsense, people mocked the hell out of him. Let me tell you, those of you that are going to his Twitter feed to type nonsense and expose him, now have another Twitter account. So have your friend open his Twitter, Justice Suleboy's Twitter feed. Go and tweet anything against you. Find out that your comment is not even showing up. That guy is a criminal. That boy, ho ho. Many people don't even know it. You think this thing is getting to there. It's like the Pope's Twitter feed. Go and expose the Vatican Bank, type something like that, they will mute you. You see that Pope you're seeing, you think he's a human being. Don't worry. We are going to go deeper. You will see these people. But that's not our topic for today. In the white churches, they are telling their people the truth, telling them to prepare. This is because that is the only tradition and culture they know. The alternative is atheism, which is bullshit. Europeans have their ancient culture that is different from Christianity. In fact, most of the people exposing the falsehoods in Christianity and pointing out the pagan roots of Christianity, or what people call Christianity today, are mostly European pagans. They have their pagans. They have their people who are into spirituality also. Remember, their people do travel. Before the West created all these fake terrorist organizations in the Middle East, these people are not about the Taylor and my brother. What I'm talking about is a criminal. He's a war criminal. This current pope is complicit in the mass murder of people in Argentina. Any day you people want that story, you tell me, I will explain it to you. We'll do a full program on it. Okay. Remember, Europeans have been traveling to the Middle East, to Africa, and they have historians, they have archaeologists. Smithsonian Museum no longer control everything people do. Those days, they sponsor the people who go to Africa, who go to Middle East to study this thing, because already they have the message. They have the information. Almost everything you see they locked up in the Vatican archive has been seen by many Europeans. Let me tell you, when this guy, what's his name? Napoleon Bonaparte. When he conquered Italy, he shipped almost all those documents in the Vatican archives back to France. I think it was in Nice where they studied. That's why when you go to southern France, if you have been tracking the occults and all these things, southern France is not a place you joke with, especially Nice. The French Huguenots. There is a reason even the Calvinists take that place seriously. Jehovah's Witness, all these people, you ask them, they know what's going on. So those people have idea of what has been in your land, and everything you see in the Vatican, most of them were stolen from the Greeks and from Spain also. Then the Greeks stole from Kemet. And the Roman Empire, when the Roman Empire started ruling, the Sassanid Empire had contact with India. Yes. So they have all those information. Now they're reading it from their people. A lot of them don't have anything to fall back to. That's why they still hold on to Christianity. You still see some of them, they will tell you, I know that this rapture story is not true. Most of them are preaching against the rapture story. Let me tell you, when you hear them talk about kingdom mindset, in Nigeria, kingdom mindset, when you hear it, just know that they want you to tithe. Because things will be tight for you if you don't tithe. Things will always be tight for non-tithers. That is their own version of kingdom mindset. But to the white people, kingdom mindset means investing. Doesn't that show you that that kingdom is right here? You want to die before you enjoy? Do you know that without fear, you will not take your pastor as a Mr. Know-it-all? Most of you have a marital problem, is a pastor, priest, or anyone, just your clergy. You have a business problem, you go to the clergy. You have this one, you go, please. That clergy is not a businessman. He will not tell you what he doesn't know. And some of them, in order not to appear foolish, they will start telling you rubbish. Those of them who it's always God will do. You pray for grace. Open the Bible, read this, read that, do this. Then you come to all these private, the smaller ones, not the big corporations. The big corporations are the Catholics, the Anglicans. Then the not so big corporations are the Baptists, Methodists, and all these ones. Then you have private investors, private business owners who are large. That's where you still have all these your Pentecostals, the evangelicals. Okay, evangelicals are in the smaller corporations, under the big corporation. Then the one-man show, just the ones you see a group of people gather, and the Redeemed Christian Church of Christ is not a sanctuary, it's a business set up by people. You remember that story? Adebole told once, I think that was around 2003. I don't know if he was in Shiloh on one of their large auditoriums. He told the story about how they prayed in the USA and the hotel was locked down till this day. Please ask them the name of that. Go and find that tape again. Check the name of that hotel. They said it's in America. Check if that hotel in America exists. And those of you in the USA, go and check whether that thing happened there. It didn't happen. You see those ones that were bearing witness to that fake story, they are the shareholders. That's why they need fear to cage you. White garment, their own different, so their own different to my brother. Their own different. No, try those people. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay, Kwame Nkrumah called them Jesus Industry. Is Jesus Incorporated? I call them Jesus Incorporated. Africans white people will use something to free their people, while our own people will be using it to fool their own people. This side frees his own side, the other one fools his own side. Slave mentality. They think that the only way they can escape from the slave plantation is by climbing on the backs of their people. No, you all can put down the system together and everyone will still be rich. Don't just go around fooling your people. Most black people died thinking about heaven and hell or their lives. Yes. Without knowing that something like that never happened. Even those who give testimony in churches, you can't identify them. Of course, look at that one that said he was delivering someone. Spirit of fornication, and they had to open his pants, and you are seeing his undergarment with a long dick in front of children. All for show. All for show. Then you wonder who did it. Yes. They are the real enemies. They are the real enemies of our people. Check what these white people are telling their own people and compare that with what the black churches are telling their own people. Now, let me play the video. Money, money, money. That's why they opened the business. That's why they opened the business. Why else is a fraudster coming to meet you is for your money? That one was a show. All of them are for shows, let me tell you. My father took me to several deliverance sessions, just like my mother. Okay? Reverend Stanley Awuzie, I went to his place with my father alongside his friend Obuefi from Ini. Stephen Ezenwa, if you are from Ini, you will know this thing. Sorry, from not Ini. It's Oji River. Let me remember the side in Oji River. Oh, not Ini, sorry. Stephen Ezenwa that worked with NEPA. He was at 22 Ridge Road, GRA Onitsha. Okay? Yes. Let them go and meet disabled people and heal them. We want to see it. We want to see it. Do you ever wonder why no cripple ever got healed? You wonder why? Yeah, from Archie. You are right. It's from Archie. You are right. You are right. One name down. Ha! From Archie. You are right. Stephen Ezenwa from Archie. Thank you, my brother. Go ask him if I am lying. My father took me to Stanley Awuzie along. My brother, ask this thing now. Ask him that question. Ask that question. Then, if he tells you that I'm lying, never believe anything I'm saying. I attended several ones at a stage. One day, my mother took me to one like this, man. This guy pushed me. I didn't want to embarrass him, to pity him. I just fell. My father once woke me up in the middle of the night and told me to start confessing. This guy beat me that day. Ask my father, those of you who know him. The question was not whether you are possessed or not. No, it is what is the name of your secret society. Courtesy of the nonsense these people are preaching. Talk about people that are killing their children. Because they are witches. Who told them those things? If you blame them, blame the people who preached that nonsense. Pushing me, I push you. Yes. My people, I kid you not. So for those of you that are catching feelings, especially those of you in Istanbul that think your Ibunegi is your enemy because you're talking against Christianity, I'm talking from experience. Chineke ga-akpọchi unu n'ọkakwa unu. Don't worry, n'obodo anyị ga-eme ya. Ka ngosizie unu nke njikara. Onye ọbụla ga-ewepụta ndị ha mọ. Okay. No, Imo Rivers did not say something too bad. No, that one is allowed. I'm against insult. Let him say that one. No, he's free to say that one. Hey, I can't say all these things against the churches and not expect them to reply. They reply, but don't just insult me. It's my page. Ijele, so you have been possessed, bro. My brother, ask them. Ask them. Oh, when we tell you, we give you evidence, we give you facts, we give you figures. If you want to debate us, come and debate us. If not, go do your worst. As long as I'm not disparaging you, as long as I have evidence to back up, living proof. Living proof. To show it, Obini from Ghana is hearing when he faked sickness after he got Obini, oh, finally, don't worry. I say he's the great oracle. Do big, you can't get that. One day I got know there. Don't worry. On your pocket again, see I come direct. Obinim is the beginning. It's just the beginning. Only me can deliver Ijele. My dear, in a Tony in a one pin in that golo now, not me and you. I know you. This one is from Agolo. They are good in pin technology. If she gives me that one now and tell me, hey, God has caught you, this and that, who are they telling don't bring troubles? You don't make this. No, it's not trouble. No, my brother, you are free to say what you're saying. No, my brother John, you are beginning to doubt me. My dear, test everything. Don't just doubt that. When you doubt, you test it. Have a free mind that no one will fool you. Please, let's get into the video and start analyzing it. My brother, almost all of them are. Almost all of them are. You understand? Sisters hating on sisters, of course. Of course. My brother, let's get to the video before the train runs off the tracks right now. I see it has started. My people, please check in your emotions at the door. Please open your mind to truth. Check in your emotions at the door. Let's play this. This is true news. And for those of you who don't know, I don't go around looking for trouble. When someone is saying the truth, I don't care whether you are from you are a Hausa man. In fact, you are a Nigerian, you are a Ghanaian, you are a Libyan, you are what and what. I don't care. I stand with the truth. This guy is a pastor. You are talking to different churches for deliverance. What was happening to you back then? My brother is the brainwash. They brainwashed our parents. Okay? Is the brainwash, they brainwashed our parents. Solve the issues in your home. You are saying is deliverance. Who told you is deliverance? Who told you is deliverance? Hi. Burying charms and uprooting them. My brother, the same person that is solving that problem is the same person that is putting the problem there. You will not know that your problem is just the economy or something else, but they will tell you is this, is that. You will go to deliverance and die. The day you die, all the time they are coming to deliver you, you are paying. Always in Uno, you must pay for their transportation, do this, buy salt. The other idiot said he will buy salt for me. For how much? Do you remember that video? Even one wanted to give me cure for coronavirus before the coronavirus became public. I told you people that I did that video for a reason. Because I know they are going to use this one to steal from people. That was why I did that one with that pastor. It's still on YouTube. Where he was trying to sell coronavirus cure to his father. I spoiled that business before it even took off. I spoiled the business before it took off. So I am preemptively attacking them before they will think about it. I've done it. Like this one now is tornadoes. People in America, you will get a news in case you don't get to play that side. You hear it. There is going to be a tornado. If you are living in the southern part of the USA, start preparing again now. Start preparing for food and everything. They will tell you it's the end of the world. No, it is not. This China virus became a problem because of how it was handled, and it's by design. They are targeting the US election like I've told you people before. Okay? This is a pastor. I'm using his video. Why? Because he is saying the truth. On this one, if I disagree with you on this, doesn't mean that I'll have to disagree with you on every other thing. Know what is what, develop your mind so you don't start catching unnecessary feelings before you put yourself in trouble. Again, I'm referring to IPOB people in Istanbul. Don't worry, this evening, I will make that video which will end. But before then, let us watch this one now. You see what the black churches are doing to their people. Compare that with what the message this man is giving to his people. Let's begin.
On it. They were all blank because all the flights have been canceled. There's only, I'd say, I think I went out that day, I saw about 30 flights going out of Atlanta, for example.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to buy a jet for pennies on the dollar. They're going to be everywhere.
They are talking about the aviation industry. The aviation industry is collapsing. You hear what the pastor said? Man, maybe I'm going to buy a plane on $1. The pastors are not going to tell you this one. They will tell you that you have a kingdom mindset, heavenly economy. And it's about you coming to give them money. Again, on top of the one you've given them before. My people, we are not knocking Christians. We are exposing the scam they are running on you people. You hear what that pastor said? Let us continue.
I might give you one. Just get it off the tarmac. Just take it away.
We were watching Philippine news last night, and they were doing a special report from the airport in Manila. And it is so they've reopened flights out of the Manila airport. But what's really strange now is they're offering passengers to fly for free to get on the plane.
So
So
is this like the movie?
Are you hearing it? They are begging even passengers to fly for free in the Philippines. It's in the news. You will see the headline there. The aviation industry is collapsing. If you have rich men who are into business, or even those that are not business oriented, tell them that the best way to do is to start investing now to be ready. See those industries that will go broke. You go and pick the carcass. As soon as the economy bounces back, you will see it. It will blow off. That's how you make money. That is what these people are calling kingdom mindset. John Adams, don't tell me nonsense, please. I did not start it. Your people started it. What I'm coming to give them is serious warning. So if they continue it, we will see how it will end. Please, they are the people you should be warning, not me. Mind yourself. You type it next time, I will block you. My people, you see what they call kingdom mindset, investment. In Nigeria, they will tell you offering time, investment time. Whose investment? You cannot give offering and be rich. No, offering does not make you rich. It makes only your pastor rich. Kingdom mindset, you people, those that want to be partners in the house of God, millions, 10 million, it will come over, 100 million. Oyedepo shamelessly called for people to give billions. What? 1 billion? Are you kidding me? All the protocols must be broken. You are encouraging corruption. How can you break the protocols? It's against nature. It's antithesis to nature, breaking of protocols. Now everyone is breaking protocols. In traffic, you are breaking protocols. You want to cut short and go. Before you know it, you cause a much larger traffic for the people behind. This is the same way. When you break protocol in your place of work, everyone is breaking protocols. That is why we have a country like the one you have now. Are you understanding me? Stop hating on your brothers, or they are the ones hating on me. My brother, I will not take that thing from you again. Why would you break protocols? No, you follow everything. You follow the rules, and you will achieve it. And if everyone is following the rule, it will be a safer place. There is no time everyone will be equal. No, we are not doing the same business. We don't have the same level of intelligence. Are you understanding me? The smartest people will always be richer. You can never have equality in the world. You have equity. Hold on, guys, I'm coming. As for equity, everyone will never be the same because we don't do the same jobs. Those who are smart enough to be engineers will be able to be engineers. Those who are smart enough to be doctors will be able to study medicine or any branch of medicine, any part of medicine they want to study, or science. Physicists will be able to, you'll find out that everything will work for you. Things will be easy. But breaking of protocols, you pay your tithes for protocols to be broken. Now, when they bring contract money, you say, oh, my God told me this, you take from there and give your pastor a tithe. You think you are doing something nice. Then they will pray for you. Our Lord forgives all sins. No, 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 no. People are suffering. People are dying in the streets because of what you did. People are suffering. Opportunities. Opportunities that would have gone to the people who will manage it well will now go to you because you broke protocols. At the end of the day, you won't still do the thing right. Every ministry will become a shithole. Are you seeing it? Let us continue.
Theaters are going to make their money on popcorn.
Well, I guess it's something along that line. There has to be so many people on a plane for it to be allowed to fly.
Yes.
And so what happens is, and they're only doing this on regional flights right now, but let's say they don't have the capacity threshold met. They actually showed on the video people standing out at the ticket counter. Does anyone want to fly to Cebu? We have free seats available to fly to Cebu right now. 3 seats available. And, you know, people
Free flights.
are waiting around in the
I don't know where
airport.
Cebu's at, but I would go.
Well, it's about a 2-hour flight from Manila to
Oh, okay.
Cebu's the second largest
Okay,
city.
I'd go for free.
But, you know, free seats. And this is happening for, you know, just regional. But they have canceled a number. They're starting to do international flights out of the Philippines. But sometimes they just have to cancel the flight because they don't meet the passenger threshold. And they have to wait till the next day to fly out. They just keep rolling it over until they have enough people. It's crazy, isn't
It
it?
is, but again, when you see an airline CEO warning that half of his competitors will not survive,
Globally.
that's I mean,
How do you win in an environment like that and as an airline? You understand now why they've been begging for the bailouts. Even Richard Branson's been begging for a bailout.
look, I want to say this to our audience. There has never been a better time to go into business. If you're a Christian, if you got a kingdom mindset, there's never been a better time to go into.
Do you hear that? I want to tell everybody there has never been a better time to go into business if you have a kingdom mindset. 2 months ago, I was telling you people that the economy will boom. Prepare yourselves. Do not be dismayed. Don't buy into the fear mongering. I will rewind it for you to hear it. He said there has never been a better time to go into business. That's where his church members will be growing, taking care of their children, being able to see the danger from afar, apply caution, wait for the water to flow, then you come and pick all those businesses that have gone down. You pick them one after, and oh my gosh. If you have money, you bought gold when I was telling people to buy gold. My people, how many times from when? I think it was last July, I've been telling people, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. Ngozi Amaka, if you're here, please bear me witness. Bear me witness. Are you seeing it? Afonja. Yeah, I will take that name. Are you seeing it? Let me rewind it to hear it from him again. This is his own definition of kingdom mindset. In Nigeria, kingdom mindset is about you making your envelope larger. Huh? To make your envelope larger. Let me rewind it again for you to hear what he said. Hear the man again. I will not stop it until he goes past this one.
Your money on popcorn?
Well, I guess it's something along that line. There has to be so many people on a plane for it to be allowed to fly.
Yes.
And so what happens is, and they're only doing this on regional flights right now, but let's say they don't have the capacity threshold met. They actually showed on the video people standing out at the ticket counter. Does anyone want to fly to Cebu? We have free seats available to fly to Cebu right now. 3 seats available. And, you know, people are waiting around in the
I don't know where
airport.
Cebu's at, but I would go.
Well, it's about a 2-hour flight from Manila to
Okay.
Cebu's the second largest city.
Okay, I'd go for free.
But, you know, free seats. And this is happening for, you know, just regional. But they have canceled a number. They're starting to do international flights out of the Philippines. But sometimes they just have to cancel the flight because they don't meet the passenger threshold. And they have to wait till the next day to fly out. They just keep rolling it over until they have enough people. It's crazy, isn't
It
it?
is, but again, when you see an airline CEO warning that half of his competitors will not survive,
Globally.
that's I mean,
How do you win in an environment like that and as an airline? You understand now why they've been begging for the bailouts. Even Richard Branson's been begging for a bailout.
Look, I want to say this to our audience. There has never been a better time to go into business. If you're a Christian, if you got a kingdom mindset, there's never been a better time to go into business.
Yes.
There's opportunity everywhere. You just have to be bold and courageous and have faith in God.
Hallelujah.
There's opportunity everywhere. Don't sit back and go, oh my, everything's collapsing. It's horrible. No. I've been saying for years, since 2008, with the banking crisis of 2008, I said we're in a global game of musical chairs, and the music's going to stop. And a lot of people are going to lose their seats. Others are going to grab seats, and then whoever's in their seats will be there for the next 20, 30, maybe 40 years. I've been waiting for that. I didn't know what it's going to be. What's the moment that causes the music to stop?
The catalyst.
I didn't know what it was going to be. It's coronavirus. The whole world stopped.
And the music's going to start back up. But
Yes. But it'll be a new world.
A new tune.
And a new tune. That's good. It'll be a new tune that's playing in that game. But you have an opportunity as a member, a citizen of the kingdom of God. You have an opportunity to grab a chair and occupy it for many, many years. Depending on your age, you might be occupying that seat for 30 to 40 years if Christ doesn't come back. And you can use that position for the benefit of the kingdom of God. Look, we need marketplace ministers.
yes. And this is the opportunity.
Did you hear that? We need marketplace ministers. But your churches, your pastors are turning the places to a marketplace now. You are the goods. For him, marketplace ministers are the ministers who will tell the people, teach them how to make money, how to save their money, how to put it in the right place and make it multiply. Nigeria, they will tell you, God gave you, you must bring this. Test me with this and see if I can't remove cankerworms and caterpillars, this and that. Whoa, 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 ho, ho, ho. At the end of the day, if the music stops playing in your place of work, no miracle is happening because it was never there. Have you seen it? Your stubbornness have reduced your viewers. No, my honesty is pursuing liars. My honesty is pursuing liars. Okay, we are not here to wait for them. We know what we'll be saying if we want them to be millions here. On Facebook, it's like 311 watching. On YouTube, maybe 14, 15. But we keep telling you the truth. We don't care about that nonsense, okay, my brother? That's not what we do here. Are you seeing it? Telling their people how to develop financially. How to develop financially. This is what you should be teaching your people. This is what you should be teaching your people as a pastor if you love them. Okay?
Opportunity, right?
It is. We need men and women who will be evangelists for Jesus Christ in the marketplace. That's the great opportunity right now. It's in the marketplace. So if you've been having that something stirring in you and you're like, what is this? What's this idea coming from? Why do I have this idea to do this? It may be God speaking to you. Just step out in faith. Just take steps.
And you may be surprised at the open doors that are available
Yes.
right now. Those that are looking for opportunities to be able to provide for new industries, new business,
That's right.
for people with vision. And there might be somebody out there right now saying, hey, I'm going to start an airline right now. This is your opportunity.
There are going to be planes for sale everywhere.
That's right. I mean, they're going to be discounted. They're going to be giving away planes at some point because they got to get rid of them. They can't keep maintaining them. They can't park them all out in the desert.
That's right.
And so, but we're not delighting in the hardship or anything of people, but right now there's an opportunity.
But I can't do anything about it, Doc.
Right. But right now there's an opportunity for kingdom-minded people that see beyond. Besides that, we operate in God's economy. We don't operate in this economy anyway.
That's right. So be bold, go out there, conquer, trade. That's what God wants. If you read the parables, It's about trading using your talents, which are the talents are not referring.
You remember the story of the talents in the Bible? In your church, how did they tell you that this one, the master gave this one 10, gave this one 5, gave this one 1, this and this? At the end of the day, they will close it by telling you that, hey, you, that one that didn't do it, you are the one that is saving your money without giving to God. The money God gave to you, what did you do with it? What did you do with the money God gave to you? This and that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But you see what they are calling the talents that they gave you is how were you able to trade with it to build your economy, develop yourself. You are supposed to live comfortably here. You are supposed to live comfortably. If your pastor is comfortable, you are supposed to be comfortable also. This is their mindset. Now you know why they have money to spare, to spray around. Every business will be moving. In your place, every money goes only to the pastor and his co-thieves. Adeboye is a thief. Oyedepo is a thief. Johnson Suleiman is a thief. The Anglican Church is a criminal organization, just like the Catholic Church. If it's going to make you leave, please leave. I will always tell the truth. They are stealing from you. The Pope is there on his throne made of solid gold. Gold mined from Africa, from India, from all parts of the world. You are sitting on top of it and you are preaching to us about poverty. You are praying for God to solve hunger. No, sell some of the Vatican this thing if you are really serious about it. If you are really serious about it, do it. Are you seeing what the white churches are teaching their people? See, compare that with the fear. Now people have anxiety. People are now suffering from depression, anxiety every time, one fear mongering after another. A building, 8 flats, you have 6 churches there operating. All of them preaching the same thing, from one fear mongering to another, from one fear mongering to another. Always beware of those people that preach fear to you because they want to capture your emotion. If someone is the one telling you about danger, you always run to the person for refuge. He will sell you the fear and sell you the cure. Just like the people selling you antivirus are the people that created the virus. Are you seeing it? It's the same thing. Are you seeing the difference between white and black churches? Are you seeing it now? Are you noticing anything? This is what you should be hearing in your churches, but no. At the end of the day, they will still go back to, no, even when this thing lockdown started, just 2 weeks, they're already sending you links on how to pay your tithe online. At home, when you are not working. Really? Are you serious? Don't worry, we continue.
To your giftings, it's referring to currency. The talent was a currency. You're trading with your currency according to your ability.
I want you to rewind it, please.
Two parables.
There might be somebody out there right now saying, hey, I'm going to start an airline right now. This is your opportunity.
There are going to be planes for sale everywhere.
That's right. I mean, they're going to be discounted. They're going to be giving away planes at some point because they got to get rid of them. They can't keep maintaining. They can't park them all out in the desert.
That's right.
And so, but we're not delighting in the hardship or anything of people, but right now there's an opportunity.
But I can't do anything about it, Doc.
Right. But right now there's an opportunity for kingdom-minded people that see beyond. Besides that, we operate in God's economy. We don't operate in this economy anyway.
That's right. So be bold, go out there, conquer, trade. That's what God. If you read the parables, it's about trading using your talents, which are the talents are not referring to your giftings. It's referring to currency. The talent was a currency. You're trading with your currency according to your abilities.
Yes.
There are two parables that are about trading. One is with abilities, one is with talents. Okay, but the talents is referring to assets.
Yes.
Okay, and you're trading, you're doing business on behalf of the kingdom. You're doing aggressive business on behalf of the kingdom using the resources that God gives you according to your abilities. So God doesn't judge us he doesn't compare one person to another and say, well, this person produced this and this one only produced this, because their abilities were different. But he gives everyone resources, gives us resources to work with. And now you have that opportunity. There's where the level playing field is at.
It is.
And the Lord will be right behind you, encouraging you, promoting you, and sending favor your way. Just take those steps of faith. The doors will start opening, resources will come, and you will be in business, and people will be wondering, why did he or she start a business in an environment like this? Because there's never been a better opportunity.
I think the Holy Spirit's speaking to people right now.
I do
to
too.
step out in faith and believe God for that idea that you've had in your heart, and the rest of the world has said, well, let's hide. But the Holy Spirit's stirring you up right now to step out in faith and do something for the kingdom of God that you've never done before. This is the time. Don't wait. Don't wait for the good times. This is the time right now.
Doc, I've been out of business for 22 years, serving the Lord through this ministry. But he did tell me years ago, I'm going to put you back in business. And I've waited for his timing. But I remain faithful to him, to the calling that he had on my life. But I always knew that years ago, he said, there's coming a day, it's going to be very difficult to be a minister, to run a church, a ministry. It's going to be very difficult and dangerous. And I'm going to put you in business, and you're going to serve me in business again. And I just didn't know when that time would arrive. It's now. I'm telling you, Mom, everything in my spirit is feeling it, sensing it. And, I used to wonder, how this would all come about. But the opportunity is here now. When I would travel in the role of a minister in the Caribbean, the islands, I love the islands. I love the people in the islands. I'm at home when I'm on a Caribbean island. Good, godly people on most of the islands. You go into Central America, South America, same thing. Wherever I go, I'd almost hyperventilate over opportunities, because I'm coming in as an American, used to all the services and products that we have, the ways that we do things, and then you come into another country and they don't have any of it. And I would be like, I'm going to hyperventilate just by the opportunities that are here.
The things I can do to transform this
Yes.
community.
Are you seeing it? He's talking about the Caribbean. Mr. Rick Wise, come to Nigeria. Opportunities everywhere. Why are they not using it? Because everyone is in the church praying for success, not knowing that the people, the IMF, the World Bank, the Bank of International Settlement, all these people, the Bilderberg Group, he doesn't know it yet. Now, Africans, you see why you need to link hands with these white people that want to topple their ruling class. If you join hands with them, do you know why they call him a racist? Please, have you heard a single racist word from this guy? Go and watch him yourself and draw your own conclusion. Draw your own conclusions about him and the things he's saying and the things he's doing. He's talking about the Caribbean, South America. Guess what? In those places, you see Christianity everywhere because they don't practice Christianity like the way the white people do. They don't practice it the way white people do. Are you getting what's going on here now? Let's continue with the video.
But it was never the time for me because God had me in that role as a minister of the gospel. But I was always thinking, man, I don't know how people back in America are complaining they don't have any opportunities. Come with me on these trips. I'll show you opportunities. There's opportunities every place. Teach people how to do things, new services, new ways of doing things, and improve what they're doing. And the doors will fly open. The governments will welcome you to come in and do it. Well, I now feel that same excitement about America. Doc, this place is wide open.
Yes.
It's wide open because everything's closed shut. How can that be? It's state of mind.
Yes.
It's your state of mind. Everything's closed, everything's shut down. Hey, never been bigger opportunities. Hey, all the competition's locked down.
Yes.
There's going to be brand new stuff. There going to be, it's just sad, but there are hundreds of thousands of businesses that will never reopen. Never reopen.
Already gone bankrupt.
Yes, right here in our little city, Vero Beach, there are businesses that have closed up. I walked up to one little restaurant the other day, and there was a sign on the door.
Permanently closed.
Permanently closed. Yeah,
It's the worst.
yeah. It's sad. It's sad. But there's never been a time like this to start new. There will be a new start.
Yes.
But what's going to come in this post-coronavirus world is not going to be the same as what it was just months ago. So you got to be thinking through how's it going to change? What's the environment going to be like? What are going to be the services that people need? It's not going to be the same. So, but be excited and ask if you don't have an idea, if you don't have. Look, God, the Bible says he gives witty inventions. What is a witty invention? Well, it's something you get a patent. Back in those days, they didn't have patents. I don't think they did. But God gave people witty inventions. Hey, here's a wheel. Here's a tool. Those were witty. And
didn't this one happen in Nigeria? Those of you that are now selling face masks, did you see how it opened the opportunity for face masks? Now people who are selling face masks, at the time people were still buying the ventilators propaganda, countries with excess supply of ventilators started selling them. Face masks is not business. Are you noticing in those who can't get the material, the design our own seamstresses? And tell us, what did they do? They started using these fabrics they are using to make clothes for people to do their own face masks. They started selling it. It's now business. Are you seeing it? Business opportunity. Do not anywhere you go to, and they are always selling you fear. Run from that place. They are just trying to capture you emotionally. And when they capture you emotionally, forget it. You are gone. Because already you are an ideologue. Religion is an ideology. Whichever one you are brainwashed with, it will be difficult for you to live. And you are not allowed to go free except you are willing to make enemies. And for some of you, I don't want my friends to say this. My dear, do that. Dump that thing if you want to. Any friend who leaves you because of that was never your friend. Are you hearing me? The person was never your friend. Are you seeing the mindset? Business opportunities are opening up. New opportunities. This is just a man-made economic crisis. Nigerian pastors will be telling you this one. Mind you, the people that will be telling you this nonsense were the same people that told you that 2010 was your year. Then it was 2011. This and that, and they even told you that 2020 is the year of abundance. Now, when people start investing and making money, they will still give glory to God and say the pastor said it. Okay, how about those people that are not doing fine? How do you square that? Let's continue.
inventions. And that's what's in the Bible. He gives witty inventions. Well, God is still giving witty inventions to people today. He's the creator. He's still creating. How does he create? He creates through people.
Yes.
He wants to, every day, every hour, God wants to create. It's who he is. It's what he is. He's a creator. He's the ultimate creator. But he's done all of his creation that he's going to do until the second coming of Jesus Christ in terms of the universe. But in man's world, he can still create by working through your life, giving you ideas, inspiring you. And encouraging you to start an enterprise that changes the world, makes life better, serves people, helps people. That's how God's creating.
Yes.
And so don't sit back and go, this is the worst time. Look, if you're in your early 20s and you're thinking, man, why was I born in a time like this? The whole world shut down. No, you need to be thinking, oh my.
The perfect time to enlist for the kingdom.
This is amazing. There's a new business world that's going to rise out of this. It doesn't matter what age you are. I mean, I'll be 67 this year. I am so excited about opportunities. I can't stop thinking about opportunities. I'm not going to retire. I'm not going to sit in a rocking chair. I'm not going out on a golf course. No, it's boring.
Yeah, retirement in New
Boring.
Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, why would you be bored doing that kind of stuff? Man, this is an awesome time to be alive. And the Lord's just filling my mind with ideas and opportunities, and it's all about the kingdom. And so I just want to encourage you, don't be depressed, don't be down, don't be worried. Man, get excited, ask God to if He hasn't given you an idea, ask Him for one. He'll give you one. And then it's up to you. Once He gives you that idea, He's not going to make it happen. You got to get out there, but He will bless you. He will encourage you. He'll open doors. He'll provide for you. He'll give you ideas. Even while you sleep at night, He'll talk to you in your sleep. He'll give you instructions. So that's my advice to you right now. I want to move on. Our topic. We've done a different show here today.
That was the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
We've been about the Holy Spirit.
Imagine now, compare people who are attending this church with the people who are attending our churches in Nigeria. Compare both sides and see how who you think will be doing better. Now you know why we have a high rate of poverty in our communities. Because even the people these guys are listening to, they are looking up to for directions, are lying to them. Are you understanding what's going on now? Are you getting it? Let's continue.
What we're talking about is this turbulent 20s.
Right.
Real fast, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Yesterday, we talked about China and Hong Kong. Well, something happened today. The Chinese National Congress,
National People's Congress.
National People's Congress, the Communist Party, for all practical purposes, passed a national security law and imposed it on Hong Kong. You don't have a choice. We passed it, and you're going to live with it.
Are you seeing it? Now you know why white people are the ones protesting, forcing the president and everyone in their government to open up their place for business. Please let me close this in. The light is interfering. I'm coming. Do you now see why? Hold on, guys. I'm coming. Let me raise this light. My people, you now see why the white churches told their people to pour into the streets. Why the black churches were busy selling their people fear. Say that this or that, they are racist, they are this, they are that. When white people want to protest, you saw them with guns inside the State House telling Governor Whitmer of Michigan, we want to speak with you. You come out here because we don't want to end up like slaves again. They've been slaves to those people. They know them by names and they know their places. They know where all of these things started. They know who these people are. That's why they keep calling this guy a racist. If you are a Christian, please go and check out his website, True News. They've deplatformed him on YouTube. I think he's not even using any social media at all right now. Go there, truenews.com, TRUNEWS. Sorry. Truenews.com. For those of you who are Christians, I'm not going to tell you to leave your Christianity, but at least go to this one. It will serve as a detox. it will detox some of these things your pastors are teaching you. At least you are not going to call him a Illuminati. They will not call us online Illuminati. What? Just see how dumb the people are. When I call him Johnson Sule boy, you get angry. These are the people going around paying people with fake accounts to come and comment and attack people, trying to set people up everywhere. You see this nonsense. Some of these IPOB boys want to try. They don't know that the pastors tried it like 3 years ago. They tried it 3 years ago, so it will not work. Nigerian pastors would rather kill the person that is telling the truth. Meanwhile, the white pastors, watch them. Black pastors, black preachers, they are stealing from you even in this condition, under this current global condition. Let me tell you, the Anglican Diocese of Olu Diocese, the bishop is owing the workers under him no money, this and that. This retirement they've been planning for years. See, my brother did not tell me this one. For those of you who will go and tell them, go tell them how much are you paying them, by the way. They are suffering. I've never had this conversation with my brother. For those of you that will say, his brother is the one giving him information. If you like, you sack him. Your priesthood means nonsense to me, and it means it's nonsense to my family. It doesn't mean anything. I will tell the truth about anyone. I don't care who you are. Bishop Okoro, the workers under him are suffering. Now the church will not even give the people loans if you need anything. The bishop gave an order to not do it. His retirement, they've been planning it. I don't know if the mansion they are building from him in nowhere, they have not completed it. Maybe the church, these church building committee members, how they embezzle money. I will tell you people the truth. Even the Anglican, the parish my people attend, we know the money problem you people are having. You talk nonsense, I bring it up here and say it. You will not do anything. Nobody will do shit. But Bishop Okoro is busy gathering wealth, gathering money. He wants to be comfortable and retire as a multi-millionaire while the people under him are suffering. My people, is business. Is business. Is pure business. None of them, even now, when some of them that said that they gave some palliatives to the people, their members had to contribute money. All these ones you've been keeping since forever, where are they? Who are they? My people, are you seeing? It's a big one giant scam. One giant scam. How many of you here have lost your girlfriends to priests? If a pastor, a priest, a reverend father, or any of these clergy, members of the clergy, piques interest in your girlfriend, forget it, you will lose that girl forever. I kid you not, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to lie against anyone. My sister, Mercy Coco Johnson. Longest time, my sister, how are you? And I've been looking for you since. Please inbox me your number. I have something I want to discuss with you. Are you hearing it, my people? They are all thieves. I will say it, they will not do anything. Imo Rivers, please don't start getting into problems with our people. Imo Rivers, I'm telling you, please watch with an open mind. You saw the video where men Africans, we are very far. But guess what? These people are going to start feeling it. Right now, I want to post the link. If you want to come on, you come on. You have your contribution, you have your suggestion, you have any question, here is the link. If there is anyone you think we are not saying the way we should, my dear, come on and tell us. Okay? I know when Satan is talking. You see it? Are you seeing it? Okay, your brothers and sisters are now Satan for telling you the truth. Do you see how you are brainwashed? Okay, keep it up. Here is the link. Follow it and come on. Let's have discussions as brothers and sisters. My people, the service is almost over. If we don't get anybody, please, any questions? Any questions? Please. It's only in Africa that men of God propagate fear instead of liberate. Because if they liberate your mind, you will not come again. They don't have any other content. They've enjoyed the affluence so much. Even abroad, that white people are liberating their people. Why don't the Pope tell the people that they've been lying to them? Because the Pope wants power. He wants to still remain relevant, okay? That's it. That's just the truth. I don't know who owns that one. No. I wish we can get him and our weekly show in Nigeria. Oh, the man, you can contact him. The pastors in Nigeria, if they want to tell their people the truth, they may contact someone like him. No, they will go and call thieves. They are code thieves. They will call their code thieves. Thank you, Chika Chukuma. Prince, do you have to read out brainwash people? My brother, we are not segregating here, please. I've never been there, but for the way the pastors are desperate to get people to come, I know it's not about. Of course, they have an agenda. You are extremely right. Thank you. Thank you, my sister. The original. Oh, my people. I think that's a reply. Even if the Pope tell them the truth today, Africans will kick again. Of course. Of course. Of course. Doctors, church leaders, and politicians tell you it will repeat. Of course, returning customers is the bedrock of every successful business. Every successful business establishment is built on returning customers. If customers are returning, business will be booming. That's what it is. That's the way it is, my people. You got no religion survive without fear. That's why every religion needs you. Yes. Yes, you are 100% right. But that means you are being compromised by Sule boy and has now turned against truth. Hey, as the Nigerian religious mafia, why can't they open their branches in Israel? The most racist country in the world. Unapologetic, I don't know, I can't bring you on your, check your camera, connect it again. Device is not connected. My brother, connect your camera and your audio and come back. Reconnect, my brother. Okay. Senseless. When the customers are senseless, my brother, they've been brainwashed. Wait for someone that will see me on the road that give me flyer saying they are inviting me to church. My brother, sit them down and debate them. They will run from you. Thank you. They will run from you. Call me an arrogant because of my view on all this. My sister, be my guest. Imagine my shock face. I was Sunday school teacher, so I know all those lies. Religion. Oh, tell them, Frank Oko. Tell them. Mazi, our people are so annoying. They are ready to slaughter where you touch Christian. My dear, now their business. Now people where they feel slaughter. Winners will first introduce you to Oyedepo. Then he's God. They preach church, not my brother. Most of them are just doing it for the money. Remove the money and they will all disappear. There's no land these GOs won't go to protect. Of course. My dear, they are ordering assassinations. This church, even small pastors. Haven't you seen the ones that are poisoning their co-investors, their fellow shareholders? Every time it keeps happening, the ones you are hearing are the ones they expose or the ones people knew where it came from. Oyedepo cannot go into the homes of all these his people and eat. All of them, they know the business. Wait now, they've all come of age. A lot of them have started dying. Wait until when it gets to their children to control, children versus children. That is where you will see the final problem coming up. All these things you are hearing about problems amongst pastors, you think it's anointing. No, anointing never lead them to a fight. It's money. It's the money. Just like politicians. I never go to church since I find out the truth. Oh, tell them. Many pastors in zoology fraudulent country called Nigeria are big-time criminals everywhere. Israel is a racist country, of course. Do they know? All these morons. Do they know anything? The only agenda is, money is the agenda. They get used to the routine and buy into the false hope. Yes. Yes. The whites don't even know the religion will be like in Africa. Ijele, are you now saying there is no good Christian? No, Christians are good people and Christians are bad people, just like you see good people in the conscious community and bad people, and they are not really conscious. So you see, because we are humans, you meet good people and bad people. The person could be a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Hindu, whatever. No. This is not attack on Christians. It's an attack on Christianity, the ideology itself. My people, Jesus is not coming. My people should continue waiting. Listen, they've been singing in Igbo land. Onon se ruaka unukana go onon sode ruaka unama yomin. Don't worry, carry on. I say that again. But when you have seen no result after years, how can you continue? No, it's the fear. You want to go to hellfire? The fear of heaven and hell. The fear of heaven and the fear of hell and the promise of heaven. These two things. These two things. Law of duality, they understand it. I don't understand why they still go back to church after all this. My dear, leave these people. Only Benoit. Leave these people. They hate blacks, and that is Israel, my dear. They don't hide about it. How do you come in? See the link again. If you want to come in, copy the link to your browser. Paste it on your browser and come in. My brother, Biafra or no Biafra, those people are thieves. Because of buying jets. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. My dear, leave these people. Don't worry, guy. It's not easy educating now. My dear, I'm not even trying to educate them anymore. No, I give her the information. If you want to take it, you take it. I'm not here to educate anybody. Never. Never. Go and check that video I did about the obelisk. I was telling them, look at it. Have you seen it? Are you seeing it? Some morons are there typing. See what? What are we seeing? This and that. It's because the information is not meant for you. If I repeat it from now till tomorrow, you will still get it. That's why I don't waste my time. This is the link. Follow the link and come in if you want to come in. Sending one church, they will still keep on inviting you to their own church. It's business. In Istanbul, all the churches that opened, how many of them are hustling white people? No, not their fellow black. They followed you here. 5 years. Can't remember the last time I went to a church, and I don't plan on visiting any church. My brother, it's like they've stolen from you the way they stole from me. A blood bag, I said, and they are now arresting you for your skin color. In Israel, I know people who spent 8 years in detention camps. If you don't want to be deported, they will leave you there for years. I know a Ghanaian who spent 7 years there. Their wives and their children. My people, stop talking like that. Jesus is coming soon. Than sooner. Thank you. I assume you are joking. I assume you are joking. I assume you are joking. My brothers, you people are not connecting. Connect your camera and your microphone if you want to come on. If you reject it, you can't come on. Okay. Hello. Hello, my brother.
Hello, brother.
Yeah, good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon from this side.
Yeah, welcome. What do you have to tell us?
How are you doing, sir?
I did fine. Oh, how are you?
Yeah. Well, we thank God. It's such a coincidence. Just joined this broadcast, I was on phone with my mom, and there was a heated argument. Not really heated, but I asked her how is her Sunday, and she said she didn't go to church, but she had to pay. She had to watch the service online, and she paid her offering online. We were chatting, and immediately I told her, "Please hold on, I want to call you." And called her. I said, "For how long are we going to continue like this?
Mm-hmm.
For how long are we going to continue like this?" You know, I saw a video of a woman preaching in America. I was trying to share all these things with her. You know, these people have made us so scared. They made the people so afraid, such that every little thing you think you are going to die, you
Yes.
think you are going to hell. Okay, how do you explain a woman that she was invited to preach in America, and then in the course of her preaching, she said that the Spirit is telling her that everybody in the service should come and drop $1,000 at the feet of the altar. Immediately I saw that thing, I became angry. Now, make matters worse, she started threatening them that if you don't do this, don't expect any blessings from heaven. Don't expect anything good to happen in your life. God is going to the heavens against you. God is going to do this, do that. And then somebody got up to go, and maybe the person wants to go and ease herself. That was the climax of it. And then she said that if you leave this place, whatever happens to you outside is your fault. I mean, she started threatening people. So the person was forced to sit down. My brother, I think until we are able to eradicate this brainwashing, this fear of this evil that has been planted in our system by these
Yes.
people. Okay, now a pastor tells you the hope is heaven, the goal is heaven, where we are going to is heaven. Heaven is this, heaven is that. Yet that same pastor is acquiring earthly wealth, buying cars, building houses, buying all kinds of earthly things. And that same pastor is telling you, focus on heaven. Does it mean the pastor doesn't want to go to heaven?
Uh-huh.
Is it that the pastor doesn't want to go to heaven? Because if he's telling us that our goal, our focus, our aim should be heaven, so invariably he's saying that we should not look at earthly things. Then why are they now concentrating on earthly things?
And they have solid
They want to
investment.
build cathedral
They
with
have
75,000 capacity, 150,000 capacity. Is that what is that the essence of the Christianity?
uh-huh.
I heard a particular pastor, and I respect that man so much. He said, if you have money, yeah,
Hello. Oh, we lost our brother. Please come in. The other person, I was waiting for our brother to finish, so you jump in. Are you seeing it? The mother is under lockdown, but is paying tithe. Now you see why they open these their TV stations. When they come, you cannot come directly in person. They will reach you remotely and keep on scamming you. Are you understanding me? You people are going to start seeing more. Hunger has touched them. Tell your people, my brother, connect your devices. Hello, brother. Hello, brother. Welcome back. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, network is creepy.
Oh, but you can
Yeah.
use audio.
Can you hear me?
You can talk only on audio. Maybe it will be better.
Yeah. But can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can hear you clearly. Don't mute your mic. You don't mute your mic. Unmute your mic. Yes, we are hearing you now.
Okay. So the thing is that until people are able to wake up to this consciousness that it has always been scam. Take for instance the people that even brought this religion to Africa. They are not as terrible as we are. They are not as worse as we are. And I keep telling people, go to other nations that don't even that are not so fanatical about this religion and see development. Go to nations that are not carrying this religion on their head and see the development. I told my mom, I said, let God open heaven now, open the heaven now and blow a trumpet and say, from today henceforth, all churches collecting tithe. You will see that 99% of the churches will shut down.
Immediately.
If God said that now, okay, no more offering, no more tithe, we have it has been stopped, you will see that we shut down. Shut down all, especially.
Oh, my brother, when you come next, maybe use only the audio. My brother, I don't tire for that one. You have Uchenna. Uchenna says don't tire. Uchenna, don't tire for that one. Everybody don't tire for that one. You can never save that one. Hey, my brother, save your strength. Save your strength. You cannot save that one. They've brainwashed her all through. All through, they've brainwashed her in and out. Yeah? Oh, please, I need the link. Okay, let me post the link again. This is the link. Their Bible. Bible sheet. Hello, brother.
Yeah, Ijele.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, how you doing now?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well. Look, Ijele,
Yeah.
don't be fair in your statements. Make you dey talk am the way we be. Stop being diplomatic. That's hypocrisy. This whole thing na scam. Just say it. Leave all these things where you dey do. Don't try to sugarcoat. Now sugarcoating don't land us where we dey so. When you leave, this whole thing is a scam. Okay, let us even talk about religion. What is our Lord's Prayer? Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thine kingdom come. What is kingdom? It is righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Ghost. You Christians, I'm talking to you. But look at what your pastors, your vice president is doing. It's a lie. Is that righteousness?
The VP is a pastor.
He's a pastor. He's lying. And you see, these people are just reading the Bible. I think our problem is called brain suspension. Because even if you quote the Bible for them, they still don't get it. They say God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of love. God is love, power, and sound mind. You see, so your brain don't get suspended. When you cannot apply sound mind to the current situation that is happening. You see, they preach the Bible to you and make it mystical. Meanwhile, they are buying private jets, they are building estates, and you see that let thy kingdom come. Now then they practice so, but they are pushing your eye to the top, to the sky. Meanwhile, they will stop you from looking ground. Why? Because ground is what they occupy.
Your resources, the same thing the white people did.
Yes.
Look up to heaven. Your heaven, my salvation comes from the heaven. In the sky, there is nothing there. Everything
but under your ground, they took your gold and they took your oil. But they tell you to look up.
Yes.
These people are charlatans. Let's not quote this thing. Look, the world has come to an end, which means everything that we used to know. Look, In America right now, they are living in a real-time Hollywood movie.
Yes.
The show is for real. What is going on right
Yeah.
now is real-time movie. People will start to understand. Italy, please leave these people alone. Let's teach us what is going on in Buckingham Palace, because that woman, I can't find her anymore. She has run away.
No, don't worry. Everything is wrapped in together. You get many things. That's why I tell my people, please, if you see some topics here, it may not be for you. Let us not have issues. Just tune out. Wait until we discuss. We want to talk the one you love to hear. But if it's for us to start, start tiptoeing, no, we will not touch this. We will not touch that. It's a lie. We will keep on speaking the truth until
just like the previous caller said, remove money from the equation, then you will hear the truth. As long as there's money in the equation, you will never know what is going on. The deceit will keep going. We are being bamboozled. We are being lied to. We are being enslaved. Let me leave on this last note. I used to have a childhood friend, right? Speaking of that, your funny deliverance. That your parents do. I used to have a female childhood friend, and then the pastor just messed up that family by calling that girl a witch, that she is the one causing economic hardship in the family and all of that stuff. Do you know that every boy at her age and slightly older than that girl that witnessed that sham, none of them ever dated that girl. But when the girl moved to another continent where the guy didn't know her history, the girl is married now with children. So that is to tell you that, you see, in the presence of fear, there is nothing else you can do. Once they plant fear into you, you are finished. So watch out for the people that are always scaring you, the people that are always telling you, you will die today, you will die tomorrow if you don't do this. Just watch it. They have an agenda. Ijele, God bless you, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for a wonderful contribution. My brother, please wrap it up. Our brother Chidozie is on the line. Wrap it up very quickly, please. Brother, join without your camera on. Join without the video, please. Your network is disturbing us. Hello, my brother. Welcome to the program. Hello, Chidozie. Hello, Chidozie. Can you hear us? Hello, Chidozie. Hello. 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 My brothers, please, if you are watching us, you are watching us, please forget about the other device. You will be hearing me here. It's the same thing. Don't use any other device. The delay will be disturbing. Okay? Ebase is back. Hello, my brother. Hello. Hello.
Okay, yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah, it's better
now, right?
Better now. It's better now. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So just like that, our brother said, the only thing that, and I think that why I like your program is because, I don't want to be patriotic now. I'm not trying to patronize you, but there are some deep truths that come out from your program, which I feel the world really needs to hear. There are some very deep truths that people don't want other people to hear. Yes. Some of these so-called pastors and religion leaders, they know this, and they deliberately have blinded the people from seeing this truth.
Yes.
So if hopefully with the completion of this your program and unveiling, I trust that a lot of, definitely there have sealed and brain there is,
my brother,
has been brought down to the lowest minimum.
My brother, the network is very bad. It's very poor. My brother, Chidoze, please jump in before we bring our brother here. Mute the other device. Mute the other device. Oh, no, he's listening to the other one. So, my brother, please, welcome to the program. You joined us very late. Please, carry on.
I greet everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for this program.
Yes.
You see, just like the topic says, the problem is that our people don't understand that this thing is a game. And actually, this thing is of the mind. It is the mind. Among all the things that form whom we are as a human being, the most precious in terms of creating anything, bringing anything into reality.
Yes.
It is the mind that recycles, that creates dream, that creates idea, and they materialize.
Yes.
The mind is very, very powerful. That is not limited. The mind is not limited to create anything. That is the reason why every war is against our mind.
Yes.
Every war is against our mind, to trap our mind down, to hook it, to put it in a cage, matrix, to make it to imprison our mind. And that, if you check very well, you see that it is for this reason people who may go against all these things we are teaching is because their mind is trapped. Their mind is trapped. If you check very well, the reason why you still see a high rate of poverty in Africa is because of what? Our mind is trapped.
Mindset.
We put hope on some figures. You see that this is a class war that is today. In the Western world, the class war is against the corporations. You see that that same hierarchy in Africa, where it manifests itself, is in the religion. Here you see the religious figures are the ones putting this hierarchy, because the religion is on the mind. The religious war is the war of the mind. Now, you see that hierarchy, where it is warring against his mind. You see people who knows the truth, try to seize it, and now share the truth. That is, hide the truth from the less ones. And you know, when the truth is hidden from you, it makes you become low on a low class.
Yes.
Because it's all about the mind. They grab your mind. Now, based on your mental level, you become a slave. Those who knows better than you be on top of controlling you. The same way, when you look at this world that is today, you see the higher corporations that are trying to control the world. You know, now the reason why the war is like this, that people know the game. That's why they are resisting them. But in the religious perspective, people who don't know succumb. And you see it, that is where you see it is in Africa. People who don't understand the game succumb to that power. Now become slave in their mind. Now, just like you say, in the Western world, people use religion. They use the lesson behind most of this biblical distance to use it to uplift their people, while in our own side, people use it to enslave us.
Yes.
They use it to enslave us. You see, that is where we got everything wrong. And now, check very well. People who succumb to this way, they depicted all these biblical things. People who succumb to it in that manner, look at where we are. Done was where we are downtrodden. So we are not going to make any change until we start to understand that this thing is a game of mind. Now, take for instance here now. If you preach to me that I should give abundantly, shaking that I have to give as I sow, as so shall I reap bountifully. Where is the logic?
Giving unto you a measure shaking together, and running over, give.
Now,
It shall be. Now, coronavirus, how many did they give you back? How many?
exactly. So if you check So if you check very well, put logic, apply logic to that thing. How will it manifest? Because if it is just only to believe, you give and you just believe and you relax, how will it manifest? How do we prove it to the sense? in the material world, how can that thing be truth? It can never materialize. All this thing is taking, it takes our mind to do it. It takes our mind to create. Even the people who do whatever, who are controlling the world today, the corporations, politically, materially, even in the economics, it takes the mind.
The finance cartel. The finance cartel.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, now the question we have not asked ourselves: these people who are telling us all these things, is there any of these religious figures that doesn't depend on material things, that are not living frivolously on materialization today?
Oh.
Let us tell ourselves the truth. How come you will sow seed based on spiritual perspective? When it comes to reap, and you are sowing a spiritual gift to reap a material something, but it never materialized, but you sow always. How come a God that you have been introduced to needs something materially, and it will reward you spiritually, and it never materialized? How come they will be preaching you to sow material things? You keep, if God is a spirit in that sense and is all as we have been conditioned to perceive God, why must God need all these material things? How come a paper designed by human being become the means of transaction and the church requires it always? We have not asked this question. Let us tell us, we are living in a material world, and in this reality we are living is a mental reality. Mental reality is our mind.
The mind.
Now remember that as a man thinketh, everything is mind. Mental war. Every game is mental, because that is to show you that is the reality we are living.
My brother,
as a man
please wrap it up in 2 minutes. Let me add Chidozie so he give his contribution. If you answer him, you have 2 people in the studio. Wrap it up in 2 minutes and bring him on. Yes.
Okay. So what I'm saying in essence is that check very well. Everything that happens is with the mind. It doesn't take anything. Everything is mental. As the person, as a man thinketh in his mind or in his heart, so is he. Your perception, you perceive with mind. So you have to grab your mind so that you will not make a wrong perception. Because once you make any wrong perception, that perception becomes your reality.
Yes.
And it didn't end there. So mind how you perceive. Have the correct perception with your mind. Take for instance here now. For you not to perceive me as a bad person, when in the reality, in the truth that is impartial, that is rational, you lost the sense of rationality because of your emotion that gives you a wrong perception. You perceive me wrong. Remember that perception you have of me becomes your reality.
Of course.
Now you have been deceived. Now it didn't end there. It becomes part of your DNA. It becomes part of your DNA. Any perception you have alters your DNA. Mind you, you will exist in the next reality. You will exist, but you will exist in ignorance, disfocus, because any child you're born carries that wrong perception in his DNA. So let us be very, very careful with how we grab our mind in a high diligence, because this is a mental war. Look at Africa where we are today. Don't think that not something happened to it. It's our mind, the wrong perception we have that keep us backwards. Like I said, many people, the way they are moving forward, we are the same people who are still stuck behind. So let us check very well. It is our mind. I rest my case here. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, my brother Chidozie, I think your network is better now. Thank you and welcome to the program. Oh. It's not connected. Let's bring our brother in, Frank. Hello, my brother. Good afternoon from here.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jire.
Yeah, how are you, my brother?
I'm fine, though.
Carry on.
I've been listening to the program since the beginning and up to this moment. You are trying to educate the people that the so-called church and the rest are not teaching them how to make money, rather they are collecting their own money.
Yes.
And you show the video of the white people who are teaching their people how to make business in this hard time. You understand? So
Yes.
one thing I want people to understand is these religions so-called of the thing, let's say Christianity, Islam, all these old religion of the thing. It's just like as my brother said, it's a thing of mind, it's a game of the mind. Mostly, if you look at the books, let's say the Quran and the Bible, if you follow the stories very well, you will see that there's no difference from Hollywood movie fiction things and what is written in those books.
Yes.
If you are somebody that thinks with your mind and you ask questions, those books have lots of questions that if you ask them, when you start asking those people like the Islams and the Christians, they start getting angry because they know now you want to expose them from that their book. You understand? Let's say, for example, Christianity. They say Christianity was conveyed by Constantine in 320 something AD.
AD 320.
Yes, AD 20 something. Before that time, what was Christianity? What were they doing? Because according to them, they say Christ, after 300 years of Christ, before Constantine convened. So what Christianity were they practicing? Which book were they using? You understand? All those are questions. Until Constantine compiled the whole Bible and formed the Christianity, the Catholics now use it as a weapon, which is exactly what Constantine wants. Use it as a weapon of slavery. If people don't know that in UK, United Kingdom, there was no Christianity there until the Greco-Romans went and invaded there and they forced their own religion on them, which is the Christianity. Understand? Then the British people they saw the game of this book. We can use this book also to conquer some people. They came to Africa and they conquered us. Took our people to the United States to 4 different countries. You understand? That same book, now you use that book, you came to Africa, you took the people as slaves. Then after killing their people, raping them, everything, then you left the book behind that this book will save you.
Yes.
Trying to tell you, why did not come to your land to save you? It can't give you a book to save you after doing a lot of atrocities. It gave you that book so that you can forgive them the sins they committed. Because all those things are written in the book. You understand? All those are things that we Africans, we don't think to be able to understand where these people are going. It's a mind game, and Africans, we have already put in that box. It's now that most of us, because of this social media, we are now trying to come out of it. Not like you, for example, you were putting the story of a father who beat you because of a church, because of Christianity or stuff like that. Because it's what he was taught. You understand? By his own fathers. And because his fathers and his ancestors, that is what they learned from the one people. You understand? So all these old things is a mind game and slavery until people wise up and wake up from it. They will never be free from the. It will still continue like this, and our children will be born to the same system that we are building to follow that same trend. You understand? And Africa will remain like this until we wake up from that mind game of religion. This is Christianity, this is Islam. We will remain like that until God knows when the war ends. Because nobody can tell me that, hey, there's one place, there's one health here, there's one heaven here. I don't think such thing exists anywhere.
We believed it those days. Yeah. Thank you, my brother, for your wonderful contribution, my guys. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. My people, I'm sorry, something is going on here. I will have to end the broadcast now, please. I'm sorry we are ending it this way. I'm getting some messages. I just want to make sure it's not the usual viruses they've been attacking us with. So I'm sorry to end this thing abruptly. Thank you for joining us today. Like and follow the page. Turn on the notification bell so you get alerted this time we come live. Thank you, everyone. My brother Chibika, I'm sorry for ending it this way because there's something going on here, okay? Oh, thank you, guys.